When I was a kid, I'd take a trip every Sunday down to Mississippi to visit my granny in her ante bellum world. I'd run barefooted all day long, climb trees, free as a song. One day I happened to catch myself a squirrel. Well, I snuck him in an old shoebox and punched a couple holes in the top. When Sunday came, I snuck him in the church. I sit way back in the very last Hugh, showing him to my good buddy Hugh when that squirrel got loose and went totally berserk. But what happened next is hard to tell. Some thought it was heaven, others thought it was hell. But the fact that something was among us was plain to see. As the choir sang I surrender all, the squirrel jump around and coverall and hard leaves his beat said, "Something got a hold of me!" Yeah! The day the squirrel went berserk in the First Right Baptist Church in that sleeping little town of Pascagoula. It was the fight for survival that looked down in revival. They were jumping Hughes and shouting, "Hallelujah!" Well, Harv hit the aisles, dancing, screaming. Some thought he had religion, others thought he had a demon, and Harv thought he had a weed loose in his fruit of the looms. He fell to his knees to plead and beg, and that squirrel ran out of his breeches leg unobserved to the other side of the room. All the way down to the amen pew where sat Sister Bertha, better than you, who've been watching all the commotion with statistically. Shit, you should have seen the look in her eyes when that squirrel jumper guarded across her thighs. She jumped to her feet and said, "Lord, have mercy on me!" As the squirrel made maps inside her dress, she began to cry and then to confess the sins that would make a sailor blush with shame. She told of gossip and church dissension, but the thing that got the most attention was when she talked about her love life, and then she started naming names. The day the squirrel went berserk in the First Self-Righteous Church in that sleepy little town of Pascagoula. It was the fight for survival. They looked down in revival. They were jumping pews and shouting, "Hallelujah!"